everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams have battled hard to get above 500 and want to remain above that mark at the end of today. It's the Steelers going up against the Texans. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. Third down here. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover. Because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
Yards to go here on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They're going to look to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Gun. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. There to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Patriot. Let's go. Boom. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, Barney.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. That's caught at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Black round. Black round. Let's go. What? 90.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. Hard throw, incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Goes underneath for Bell. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes the Texans now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Texans are going to have a first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw again. He's got the completion to Strong. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say,
trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Two yards to go here on third down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
All right, here we go. Green 3.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They're going to look to throw. Finding time. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Here's the option going right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Good play here. 3rd down and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more.
They've got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now out of the gun, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Red 38.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Taken in at the 11. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see, 2nd and 9. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up a throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out here in the eye. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now back to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He leaps over him. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They go play act, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the right side, this is Miller. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got the completion to Strong. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They come out here in the eye. And the back goes into motion. They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. of the gun. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's complete to Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Detroit! Back that, here we go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pick up there, 20 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A screen to Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go now. Go on, go on.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Goes underneath for Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Now back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. And now out comes Houston. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A strong running. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Play fake here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He's got to, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly, they get to the line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try and sneak it here. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they gave it a shot. Quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
So they'll look to convert that and then hold on here in the final minute to force overtime.
And let's check the nerves of not just the guy kicking the ball, but how about the snapper and the holder as well.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
No, check, Patriot, let's go. Watching now, Barney. Back that up.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on second down. They'll go again with Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The gun now on third down. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it'll bring up third down.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw again. He's got time. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Watch left. Start with Ohio. Check 50. Here we go.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now back to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion.
Flex round. Check 24. Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Ohio. Switch. Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Flex round. Here we go.
In motion is Strong. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, if he could have just clutched that and fallen to the ground, it's an overtime victory. Instead, incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. They'll look to throw again. Finding time. Now he's forced out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gets it to Strong. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great game, partner. Spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish. And as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
So for Houston, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.